This isn't what it looks like. Okay, it's what it looks like. It's tiramisu.
You already know that food and exercise choices matter. How we think about choices might matter more. My name is Randy, and welcome to You Already Know Fitness, or YAK for short, an online support community to discuss the challenges of healthier living and how to achieve it. I post videos 2 times a week, and I welcome you to join the conversation on how to move more and eat better. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 3 ways that I can't have that thinking hurts us, and 3 ways I choose not to have that thinking supports us. In I can't have that thinking, I find 3 typical mindsets or behaviors that occur. 1, rebellion. 2, feeling powerless. And 3, resentment. Rebellion. We often lash out after feeling denied all the foods we enjoy, and this tends to lead to binging. We go out and just eat whatever we want, and usually in large quantities. This sets back weight loss progress and commonly becomes a dangerous cycle. 2, feeling powerless. In my personal experience, feeling powerless to make choices starts to suck the energy out of me. When we start to feel this way, it gets harder to be motivated in other areas of life. We may feel less inclined to socialize because we can't choose anything tasty to eat at a party or a restaurant, or perhaps no longer enjoying solo activities because we become consumed with worry and thoughts about the lack of choice and power in our lives. The list goes on. This isn't just food either. It can be the result of feeling we have no financial choices or the freedom of our time to get out in nature, start a new hobby, or find a group activity and make new friends. Resentment. When we feel like we can't have something, we can start to resent that thing, or in this case, food. Food is for nourishment, vitality, and energy, but it can also bring joy and is the focal point of many families and communities. With resentment, we can resent food in general, and it starts to feel like, what's the point of healthy eating if I won't enjoy my food at all? Sometimes it can turn into not being interested in eating any foods at all. To counter these hurtful mindsets, we can shift our thinking and remind ourselves that we do have choices. It's not always obvious, and sometimes making a better choice is difficult. Taking control of power of choice can be beneficial, though, and here are my 3 observations on this. 1, confidence. 2, consistency. And 3, desire identification. Confidence. Feeling like we have the power to make choices facilitates confidence. You absolutely can have that piece of cake. Now the choice is, do you really want it? And are you going to just have some? And maybe if you really want some cake, eat only half. Ask a friend if they'll share with you. You do know the consequences of only choosing highly processed foods. It's up to you to decide if you've had cake already this week, and then maybe have time to have a small dish of mixed whole fruits instead, or if you like chocolate, 1 or 2 squares of dark chocolate. When we're more confident, we're less likely to binge or give in to emotional eating. Consistency. In my personal experience, you make better choices more often. When I remember that I always have a choice in what and how much food I eat, I'm more consistent in making better and best food choices. I also allow myself to have small treats every day, like tiramisu. There's no way I'm skipping out on all the candy during Halloween. It's absolutely my favorite time of year. And yeah, there's a lot of candy around, so I enjoy every now and then a small snack-sized treat. And you know what? I don't generally crave or desire candy or sweets. I have a bit here and there depending on the time of year, and I'm satisfied with that. Desire identification. Again, personal experience. Knowing I do have a choice which foods I eat, I am much better at recognizing if I actually want a treat or some junk food if presented to me. If one of my teens bakes some cookies and brownies and I'm suddenly confronted with the aroma and sight of such tastiness, my initial thought might be, ooh, cookies! When I step back for a moment and really sit in the moment of decision, more often than not, I don't actually want the food at that time. Having said that, every now and then I absolutely want a cookie or a brownie, and I will make some and gasp. Sometimes I'll even bake them without substituting some applesauce for butter or cut the sugar. I'll just make the cookie smaller and stick to eating only 1 or 2 at a time. But that's getting into the topic of portion control, which I'll cover in another video. If you're still with me here, please share in the comments how you handle I can't thinking. Please also like, share, and subscribe. make better choices, and take care of yourself. You're worth it.